My name is Fringy, it's January 18, 2015, and welcome to System Update. Now, there hasn't been a system update since early September, and given that more than half of you subscribed after that date, you may not be familiar with this show. Essentially, System Update is a weekly news show in which I gather what I consider to be the biggest news stories of the week and cover them in one video while offering my off-script angry opinions on the stories. Consider it like all of those roundup shows, except not profoundly shit. All of these stories were initially covered on FringyGaming.com, so if you want to read any of these stories in full, just head over there and check them out. Had to squeeze a shameless plug in there somehow. Without further delay, let's get started, because there's a lot to cover. Now, you guys already know that I am frustrated with console developers making excuses for 30 FPS in action games, and now Naughty Dog are entering the fray with this damage control bullshit. Those of us who prefer a higher frame rate and improved control over graphics may end up being let down come holiday 2015. Although previously expected to run at 60 FPS, Naughty Dog has stated that Uncharted 4 will not run at 60 FPS if that frame rate compromises the overall experience, whatever the hell that means. This is what the Uncharted 4 game director had to say, and this is gold. We're going to do whatever it takes to make the game we want to make. If it means we could go for 60 but lose something that would really impact the player's experience, then it's our choice as developers to say, well, we're going to go for that experience over 60 frames. That's an actual quote. I'm not even kidding here. Now, I've said this many times, but I'll say it again. It is really not a matter of opinion when it comes to frame rates. 60 FPS is objectively better than 30 FPS. This is known. This has been known for decades. And yet, for some reason, this whole argument that 30 FPS is somehow better in instances is coming up again. And I don't get it. I don't even understand how anybody could sit there, listen to this quote and be like, yeah, that totally makes sense. The only thing that gets compromised when you have a higher frame rate is graphics. That's it. When you have a lower frame rate, it compromises gameplay, smoothness, things that actually affect how you play the game. And yet this guy is saying that somehow 30 FPS will give added things to the experience. Now, if we put this through my patented bullshit filter, what this really comes down to is the PS4 is not powerful enough for this game to look as good as we want it to look. So now we're going to make it 30 because we want to output better graphics. It has nothing to do with the experience or any of this nonsense. It is about graphics. That's it. It was the same with Ready at Dawn. It's not about cinematic experience, it's about graphics. It's the same with what happened with Bloodborne. It's the same with every 30 FPS locked game. It's never about enhancing the experience, because that's a lie. You can't enhance the experience by degrading gameplay. That's all this does. That's all 30 FPS does. It degrades the gameplay. It's less responsive. This is fact. This is known. It's obvious when you compare the two images, which one is smoother. And yet this guy is so adamant to lie directly to your face that if they end up making this game 30 FPS, it's for the experience? Come on. It makes me sad that Naughty Dog did this. Because when they said they were targeting 60 FPS for all their future games after The Last of Us, I was like, kudos, bravo. And the AAA industry so afraid of compromising graphics for actual added gameplay, I was happy to see Naughty Dog do this. It proved that they understood the benefit of 60 FPS. They knew that playing The Last of Us at 60 FPS, curb stomps playing it at 30 FPS, and yet here they are saying that they won't push 60 FPS if it compromises the experience. What do you even mean? Are you telling me that the PS4 is not powerful enough for you to do the same things that you did with Uncharted 2 and 3 on the PS3, like exploding buildings or sinking ships or something? You telling me the PS4 can't handle that, even though it's meant to be more superior? Are you kidding me? You said yourselves that playing at 60 FPS is transformative, yet here you are, damage controlling 30 FPS. This is damage control, plain and simple. So GTA 5 for the PC has been delayed to March 24th. Can't say I'm not surprised, since we've heard nothing about the PC version of the game for a few months. Now, Rockstar are claiming that the delay will provide them with more time to iron out the game, optimize it, and fine-tune it, which I can definitely get behind. However, with this delay news, Rockstar also stated that Heist will be coming to the console versions of the game prior to the PC release, and that the PC version of GTA 5 will come with the Heist straight off the bat. Essentially, Heist are coming within the next 2 months, thank Christ. Now, I gotta admit, I'm a bit surprised that so many people are upset at this delay. Like, I get it, okay? I get it. Nobody likes having to wait for a long time. And PC gamers have been waiting for GTA 5 for over a year and a half at this stage, basically. The game should have come out on the PC in September of 2013 when it first came out. Because to me, I don't really care about getting all these improved visuals. I just want to play the game at 60 FPS. Which, of course, we know most developers aren't really fond of, Naughty Dog. But regardless, even though it's been delayed, I can say that I'm happy that they're doing this because Rockstar's history on PC is very bad. I mean, the only game that I can think of that was a good port was L.A. Noire. No, not L.A. Noire, that was a bad one. Max Payne 3, yeah, exactly. Max Payne 3 was the only good port that they've done. I mean, Bully is atrocious. GTA 4 is god-awful. L.A. Noire's locked at 30 FPS. Rockstar have a really shaky PC hit track record when it comes to ports. So they need to take the time to make sure it works, and as they said themselves, it's to make sure it's the best port it can be. By all means, take that time. I can wait. I'm more than willing to wait so that we can play GTA 5 the way it was meant to be played from the start. However, it would have been nice if it didn't just crop up out of nowhere. I mean, when they made this announcement, the game was meant to be coming out in about 2 weeks. We heard nothing, so I mean, we were getting a bit concerned, and then all of a sudden it's like, hey, it's been delayed 2 months. I find that kind of funny, if you ask me, that they just pulled it out of their ass so quickly, when they know that the PC gaming community has been waiting feverishly and tirelessly for this game. But I am happy that they're adding a bunch of new features like 4K support, even though I can't benefit from it. And, of course, I'm interested in the first-person mode. And the most important bit of news, like I said before, is that heists are finally coming within the next 2 months. I mean, I thought they were meant to be in there at launch, and then they weren't, and now they're finally coming. Now, I will say that I'm not going to give them any credit for them finally coming, because they should have been there from the start. But I am interested in seeing what they do with the heist, because no doubt they're going to be awesome. And maybe it can get me to play GTA Online again, because I haven't played GTA Online for months, for a very good reason, because it sucks. It absolutely sucks. But regardless, I'm looking forward to getting GTA 5 on the PC. That's it for System Update. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm Fringy, and as always, have a good one.